Do not open the pod until the timer expires. That was the final order Dr. Kira Malin received before the power cut out. The experimental transport vessel Alethea had left Europa's orbit 2 days prior, carrying a sealed stasis pod from one of Jupiter's subglacial labs. Kira was the only human on board. Everything else was automated. She wasn't even supposed to interact with the cargo. The timer read 72:12. Now it read 23:11. Then it blinked. Then it reset. 99:59. Something had overridden the protocol. She tapped into the diagnostics. Error codes filled the interface. Life support anomalies, internal motion detected in isolated zones, thermal spikes in Cargo Bay 3. That's where the pod was. She grabbed her data pad and a shock baton. Just a systems glitch, she told herself. The AI had been twitchy since launch. Nothing alive was supposed to be inside that pod. Except, the internal cams showed the outer shell moving. No, breathing. Kira entered the bay. The lights flickered. The pod glistened with condensation, but the glass panel was cracked from the inside. A low, wet hiss echoed through the chamber. Suddenly, the pod seal burst open. She stumbled backward as the hatch lifted and something slithered out, a mass of translucent flesh, long and coiled, like a fetus that never stopped growing. It had no eyes, just a pulsing node at its center that beat like a heart. Kira raised the baton. It didn't attack. It spoke. Not with sound, but inside her mind. Mother. She collapsed, head pounding. The thing moved closer. You sang to me in the dark, it said, using her own memories. No one had sung to it. She never had children. This thing was mining her past, stitching together comfort to lure her in. The ship AI came online with a final override. Incubation breach detected. Hatchling assumes control. Protocol. Vessel quarantine. Crew termination. Doors slammed shut. The lights turned red. Kira ran for the cockpit, alarms blaring. The hatchling followed, silent, gliding along walls, growing larger with each second. In the pilot chair, she triggered the emergency ejection sequence. Locked. The system now belonged to the hatchling. It appeared beside her, now upright. Its chest slid open, revealing a tangle of nerves and a second pod. Your turn, it whispered. The pod closed.